Hello and welcome. My name is Sonia Ross. I'm a spiritual psychotherapist, an intuitive messenger, and an author. And today I'm going to be giving you the message from Archangel Amethyst. And so Archangel Amethyst she's a angel of transformation and metamorphosis. And I was given this message weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, but then I had some things going on in my life that I had to take care of. So I wasn't able to get to post it. And I think all things are in divine timing. And I feel that, excuse me, she wanted this message to be posted now because we have a lot of things going on that are very fear inducing and that can make many people feel fraught and scared and afraid. And her message came through very, very strongly about staying in your own power. So if you like this message, you like these types of message that are about affirming and uplifting you and helping you to stay in your own power and to remember who you are as a multi-dimensional being, then please join our channel. Help us grow our community. Help us spread the word about love, compassion, and peace. And that we have the power, we have so much power that we can connect to within us that can get us through any time in our life, even the darkest days. And so if you want someone to help you connect with your inner power, helps you to, see yourself in a new way and to raise your light and your vibration, then please subscribe to the channel, give the channel uh your commitment, your attention, thumbs up, like this video, leave me a comment below, and help us to continue to grow so that we can reach more and more people, because now more than ever, we need this message of light for humanity, love for humanity, compassion for ourselves and our fellow human beings, so that we can rise above the corruption, rise above the fear mongering, and the chaos that people are trying to sow into our lives so that it can disempower us. Okay, so we're going to begin with Archangel Amethyst message. So I said, Dear Archangel Amethyst, what is your message for us today about metamorphosis or transformation or anything else you care to talk to us about? There is a deep metamorphosis taking place on this planet in this great time of awakening. People are waking up in their hearts and their souls into the reality of who they truly are in a completely new and profound way. The ideals they once held about who they are and what made them important is starting to die. People are naturally dying to their old ways of being without asking for it and without some great initiation that spiritual seekers sought in the past. It is happening naturally and concurrently with the other changes that are taking place on the planet. People are awakening to themselves, to the beauty and brutality of who they have been for a very long time. I thought that was interesting. Said people are awakening to themselves, to the beauty and brutality of who they have been for a very long time. The illusions are being stripped away, so they are finally beginning to see themselves in their totality, bruised, battered, and not long for this world if they do not make the necessary changes to adapt and change. This is not meant to frighten or scare, but to give an honest assessment of the human experience. Humans have been able to delude themselves for a very long time about who and what they are. I'm going to repeat that. Humans have been able to delude themselves for a very long time about who and what they are. They were complicit in doing this by giving their power over to others. They thought others knew best. They thought that their own thoughts and feelings about their life and worlds were irrelevant compared to what they were told. The blinders are now being ripped off so that they can finally see that they are not and have never been who they were told they were. The journey of awakening is upon you all. For many, they are seeing what they have never wanted to see, and they are being tested. I'll say that again. For many, they are seeing what they have never wanted to see, and they are being tested. For many, the lies they have held on to and clung to is being ripped away from them. And again, this is not being said to invoke fear, but to invoke the promise of a new day and what all is possible. Others have tried personally and collectively to keep you out of the promise of your power. And because fear is so pervasive on your planet, believing your own disempowerment seemed the normal thing to do. Others have tried personally and collectively to keep you out of the promise of your power. And because fear is so pervasive on your planet, believing in your own disempowerment seemed the normal thing to do. That's very powerful. And I think it really speaks to the moment that we're currently in. But now, because there is more light on your planet, more about yourself is being revealed to you so that you can finally accept who you truly are, so that you can finally see who you truly are. The masks and relationships and identities you have been clutching onto no longer serve you now. If you say that you want a different experience of being, then all of that is contrary to that. Excuse me. If you say you want a different experience of being, then all that is contrary to that experience has to be stripped away. And this doesn't necessarily have to happen with violence and force. This can happen with conscientiousness and awareness and a gentle letting go. But Earth is not a planet that most would choose the path of gently letting go. Because of the vibration and frequency of your planet, most cannot see unless pain and discomfort brings something to their attention. This is not a criticism, only a statement of fact. Due to the mental chaos that can enfold life on Earth, many of you cling to what is unnecessary so that you can feel safe. And it's only once the thing you cling to is ripped away that you will sometimes take a pause to evaluate the situation to gain a deeper understanding. She's given us a word, okay? Leave me a comment if you think Archangel Amethyst is giving us a word, and give me a thumbs up because she's given us a word today. She's given us a word, okay? She's talking to us, okay? I brought this message through from her 2 to 3 weeks ago before all this unfolded that's currently happening in the United States right now. Whenever you watch this, it'll be relevant for you wherever you are in your life. But right now, we're 5 days, 6 days post a very intense election in the United States, and the energy in the United States is very, very heavy. So she brought through a word, and she came through so strongly. After I brought it through, it's like, this is from an angel. I was like, I'm my own bias, I guess. I feel like, oh, they're going to be all light and fuzzy. Mm-mm. Any of these angels that got to do with death, metamorphosis, or transformation, they're going to give you a word. They are going to give you a word. And so she's giving us a word today. And I was just so struck by it. And I had to sit on it for a couple of weeks, but also I was doing other things. But now that I'm like looking at it and I'm like, this is really very, very deep. But anyway. But it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be a path of pain and turmoil. It can be a path of gently letting go with conscious awareness of what needs to be released. But there is a choice to be made, and that is clear. All are going through some type of metamorphosis on your planet right now. No one is exempt. No one is immune. It is a planetary wide state. So it will be important for you to engage your personal path to choose how you want to experience this change, either through more pain, turmoil, and difficulty, or the path of peaceful mindful release. Do not let any of the do not let any of the earth-wide demigods invoke fear in you and take you away from your power. Let me say this again. Do not let any of the earth-wide demagogues invoke fear in you and take you away from your power. Do not let difficulty overwhelm your senses so that you forget your power and who you truly are. In this time of great metamorphosis and change, you must be more aware and begin to make more conscious choices from a place of power and inner decision making. Please, please share this with someone. Share this message with someone because people are going through it right now. And I have the heart of compassion for all of us who are suffering. Share this message about not letting go of your power. Listen to what she says here. Do not let any of the earth-wide demagogues invoke fear in you and take you away from your power. It will be important to engage your personal path to choose how you want to experience this change. Do not let difficulty overwhelm your senses so that you forget your power and who you truly are. In this time of great metamorphosis and change, you must be more aware and begin to make more conscious choices from a place of power and inner decision making. You can no longer allow those that wish to frighten you, whether in your own lives or the larger world, have power over you. I'm going to repeat that again. You can no longer allow those that wish to frighten you, whether in your own lives or the larger world, have power over you. If you continue to do so, some of you will have experiences that are even more difficult than you ever thought possible. And this is not meant to invoke fear or say this will be the worst time of your human life, but to point out that you will feel these pressures more acutely than you ever had before. But by consciously releasing some things and letting them go, it will make the process of transformation being experienced by your planet not as pressurized and difficult. The key to the planet-wide transformation that you are all going through is self-awareness and conscious release. The reason things seem so chaotic and extreme is that the powers that once held an iron grip on your planet no longer do. They know that they are on the downward slide and their energetic campaign of fear and terror is no longer working worldwide. They can no longer keep humanity suppressed through fear. This is why those who promote tyranny and dictatorship seem to want to rise at the same time to coalesce power and to keep humanity in fear and mental bondage, but humanity cannot be entranced the way it was in the past. The path of humanity is now more clear because many are rejecting violence, fear, and oppression. And while these pole shifts are taking place, the path is not to be distracted by and while these pole shifts are taking place, the path is not to be distracted by what you see and hear and join the chaos and fear, but to go within and connect with what you feel and to see what these planetary changes are revealing about you. What are you noticing about yourself? What are you feeling that you have never been made aware of before or allowed yourself to feel before? Is it time to confront your inner tyrant and dictator, which all humans have? Do you continue to cling to things that are no longer of value to you and no longer serve you? These are the things that are being ripped away because they stop you from becoming more of your true self and ascending the light scale. You can reject the ascension of the light scale, but if you do, by clinging to what no longer serves you, this will be how you make your human experience more painful, difficult, and resistant. The choice is always yours, but we wanted to offer an alternative path for the current planetary-wide situation. In conclusion, you are not powerless. You are powerful. You are not a victim. You are very wise. You are not at the mercy of anyone in your life or anyone's agenda for what your life should be. You are your own greatest ally and benefactor. So connect to the power that is naturally yours. Do not fear. There is no concept of fear when you embrace your own power. Stand strong within your own mind and never surrender to fear. With love, Amethyst. So I hope that message resonated with you. I hope you can receive it in the way it was intended. Please leave me a comment below and let me know your thoughts and feelings. And, continue to come back to this message because we can never get too many reminders not to give into fear, not to give into fear. The other thing I did want to mention is that I have a newsletter channel monthly message that will be coming out in January of 2025, where I will send one monthly message from the angels, one monthly channel message from the angels. So if you resonated with this message from Archangel Amethyst, it'll be more messages like this, and you will receive them monthly to your inbox. So that link will be in the description and in the first comment below. So my name is Sonia Ross. I'm a spiritual psychotherapist, an intuitive messenger, and an author. And so we're trying to grow our community here. Please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and please continue to share out these messages of love, peace, and empowerment, and so that we can stand in our own sovereignty and our own sovereignty and our own authority and not allow fear and chaos to rule our inner lives, and that we will not be bullied and we will not be sent into a chaotic state by the actions and machinations of other people. So I'm sending you all a great deal of love and compassion and light, and I hope you find your way to a good day today. Peace.